Tales from the Devil James Vault. Take 1. Tales from the Devil James Cult. Take 1, Take 1. Short stories from the madness mind of the haunted boy.
Persistent-Purgatory of the Lost-Lingo. This fucking ghost town has held me in its eerie embrace for a few minutes. The minutes, however, have been years. Your minutes, my fears. So, I ask you, how do you escape a world where no one is allowed to tell you what you are supposed to figure out all on your own? Ascensions to the glorious gifts? Or the dreadful descending of the dreary doom? The broken governor on the busted brain? And the peculiar perception that is clouded by that stain? Does he know? They ask. No. They respond back to each other. No, he doesn't know. No, he does not. They all whisper among themselves. Do you remember when the haunted harmony used to walk among you? They would even speed up their steps just to catch up to yours so they could walk in your shadow, or even beside you. Know what I wonder? The pirate with the peg leg and the patch over the eye? The hook for the hand? Busted baby dolls dirty in the gutter. Raggedy Andy and his 6 sister siblings watching from the cynical corners of the sinister shower room. The blood splatter was painted over and over again, but the dark brown stains always eventually bleed through. Ghost limbs on the hook hands and peg legs. The shotgun was heavy. It was a single-barrel 16-gauge, old school, but still worked just fine. So fine, in fact, that even to this day I can still hear the ringing of the crickets and frogs stuffed deep inside my ears. So fine, in fact, that to this day I still can't get all the way back inside my head. You may recall that feeling of acute awareness of the calculating of the distances. The calculating of the distancing between you and me. The calculating of the distancing between everything that is around you. You paint your own reality, and if you have the wicked wool pulled over your peculiar perception, your eerie eyes have been haunted and hypnotized by a dreadful delusion of the insidious illusion. Ghost limbs, ghost fingers, ghost hands, ghost eyes. The persistent purgatory of the lunatic lost. A grassy knoll at the river's edge. No one gives a fuck. And somehow I gave up the struggle and tapped out myself along the way. Oh dear God, how I miss so much just giving a fuck. But the fucks have all been stolen away one by heartless thieves in the night. It's so cleverly done as well. It's not just a genie slithering under your door crack and under your bed to whisper lies in your subconscious as you slumber in desperate searching. No, it's the ravenous replacing and the ferocious facing. All the cute cash register girls up at the little one-horse Bible Belt town's grocery stores are slowly replaced by the kinetic Karen buzzkill bitches. All the doorways to laughter are closed and locked with cop-calling cunts and cramped courtrooms of Akashic record shuffling. All the roads out are blocked by deviant deception of the tedious trapping. And then when those roads cannot be used, they take over the neighboring towns just to be extra sure. There is no fun or laughter, just wet blanket twats of the haunted hater society. Squeezing, making sure you stay put. You've been planted, some of them say, planted in the secluded simulation of the maniacal matrix. Up in the cloud, the Akashic records, and Enoch was taken into the haunted heavens in the flesh. But the real agony is just that, to not ascend in spirit, but to ascend in the flesh. The fleshly needs and the wicked wants, weighing down the haunted heart with rusty chains. Those fucking anchor demons of the mangled manifestations. He wants her gay, they say. There's so many endless things wrong with that statement. He wants her gay. That the ominous overwhelming replaces wonderful words with the stuttering stammering of the feeble frustrations. So much, in fact, that I have lost all interest in trying to explain or defend such strange accusations, and even more bizarre still, is the peculiar projections they come from. He wants her dumb? He wants her gay? No, I just want her as her, but I guess they are modifying her on Sir Lord Frankenfuck's cold mortician slab again. That cold steel as she lays there naked, as they put the fucking screws on her. A tweaking here, a twisting there, a little bit of duct tape, and super glues, some staples and baler twine, all wrapped up in sly stitches and busted bows, gift wrapped and wounded up like an alarm clock, a cynical chimpanzee clapping his fucking sinister cymbals, busted bangs, bang bang bang. He wants her gay, a ghost limbs, ghost ears, ghost eyes, static on the lost signals of the peculiar purgatory station, ravenous rabbit ears of the cynical channels from the simulated satellites. Raggedy Andy doll is dirty and broke. He lost the eye, and needs to be washed again in the undertows of the rebirth cult. She said they even did it to her once and she barely escaped, the terrifying trauma still dancing in her hollow and haunted eyes. Tyler in the beanbag chair, she said, as they would stuff their lifeless limbs back into the very seats that the elite would relax and lounge in while they waited for their adrenochrome shakes out of the lizard queen's hands, flushing it all down the dreary drains of the wicked washing machines. The light at the end of the tunnel will wash it all away. Ghost hands, ghost feet, dirty Raggedy Andy doll. The street sweeper has come to brush away all the broken beer bottles and used condoms from the early dawn side streets, while the heavy, loud steamroller trails close behind, blowing out black tar smoke with a humming, buzzing erasing. Erase the calculations from the chalkboard and clean up the trash. The sun shines fine in the morning time, and we can put all this behind us. Just look into this black wand and wait for the flashing light. The cellar is cold and smells like black mold, and it may be damp, dreary, and dark, but at least all those who don't give a fuck won't be able to steal all the fucks you still want to give. How ironic those fucks are still given, just not willingly and just not to those you long for.